Animated allows us to also use interpolation to control colors, whether it be background colors or text colors. We're going to start by setting up state is equal to animation and our new animated value, and we're just going to default it to 0. Then we're going to come down to our render function, and we're going to first set up our box interpolation. That'll be a box that you currently don't see because it doesn't have a background color. So you say const box interpolation is equal to this.state.animation.interpolate. Interpolate will take a configuration object. The configuration object takes a few different properties. The first one is input range. This input range is going to be an array, and it requires items to be in order, so 0 to 1. And this is defining a range of our animation. So when you have 0, there will be a direct correlation, and when you have 1, there will be another direct correlation. However, it will figure out when the animation is between 0 and 1 what color to pick. And it does that by using the output range, which also takes an array, and we can pass in our colors. This is our tomato color. However, interpolate only works with RGB, RGBA, and other various items, but everything but hex. What interpolate actually does is returns a new animated value. However, when the value is requested by the animated view, it'll figure out what color or what output range it actually needs to be. So in this case, we'll set up a const box animated style and say background color, and we'll pass in our box interpolation. We'll then take our box animated style and apply it to our view. And now when we refresh, we can see that the default value is 0, which then hits this particular input range and outputs this particular color, which happens to be tomato. We then pass that into background color and into our animated view, and here we are now styling our background color. You can interpolate more than once on the same animation. So we're going to say const color interpolation is equal to this.state.animation.interpolate, which then will take our input range of 0 and 1, and then an output range. And in this case, we're going to do the reverse. So we're going to do the other color here, and then interpolate to our tomato color. This color interpolation will then be passed into our const text animated style and say color, pass in our color interpolation. Then we'll take that and put it here on our animated text. We'll say style is equal to text animated style. So now when we refresh, we can see that we have a tomato background with a purple interior color. And now we're ready to go set up our start animation. We'll then say animated.timing, pass in this.state.animation, say to value of 1 over the course of 1500 milliseconds, and then call start. Now when we refresh and we press on our box, we can see that it transitions from blue to orange, and then if we animate back and say animated.timing, this.state.animation to value of 0 rather than 1 over the course of 1500 milliseconds, and then call start. Refresh this, press, you see that goes one way and then comes back. This shows that over the course of this animated timing, this value of this.state.animation that we're interpolating on is not always going to be exactly 0 or exactly 1. It's going to be a range. And interpolate takes the output ranges and the values that are in between 0 and 1 and then figures out the exact color that it interpolates to. And it does not matter which direction that this is animating, as we can see that it happened both going forward to 1 and backwards to 0. It will only just figure out between these two ranges and does not care about which direction the animation is occurring.